The poor elephant.
I wonder how, I wonder how many times my higher self has been embarrassed.
That's a good.
You know,
That's a good question.
like
Mine on the daily.
like the shut and shake, like just like he's just up there, like, oh God,
Oh my
like my
god.
higher guy knows your higher guy, and
Yeah,
they look at each other and they're like, what the, oh my God,
dude, like
come on,
laughing, like, oh my god.
like bro,
There's
yeah,
there's a lot of there's a ton of information or a ton of theories, like working theories about that concept, and I just find it just I love it, man. It was like a fantastic rabbit hole to go down to like see all this stuff because for me, man, it's real. And so, like you said, like you're the
yeah,
star of it. In a sense, you are the star of it because there's one kind of line of thought that says the person who's really in control of this is what you would consider your higher self. So you have a higher self that exists outside of this plane, if you want to call it that, and it's kind of like jumped into the simulation for some reason, like a trial of sorts. Or it's a video, like a super complex advanced video game that you can actually really get into, kind of thing. And then you live life. And you wake up as a baby with complete amnesia of your higher self. You don't know. And so you have all these innate traits in your DNA and all this other shit. And here you go. Here's your path.
yeah,
And this is how you
yeah,
this is how you roll. It's pretty fascinating, man.
interesting. So let me ask you this: your thoughts on, like, say, like creationism versus I don't even know what, the Big Bang Theory or whatever. Did you ever think that the Big Bang could be possible, or were you kind of like, well, it's just some sort of a stretch to explain something other than theological thought, something else? What were your thoughts on it?
You know, very early in the book of Genesis, let there be light. You know what I mean? That's kind of God's way of saying he's like created the universe, let there be light. And the Big Bang is like, let there be light. It's like bang, there's the light.
Yeah,
They're synonymous, in my opinion. Science and religion, that in that respect, are the same. And
yeah,
from a simulation standpoint, that's really just flipping on the power. Turn it on. Boom. Let there be light. You hit go, basically, on the very first
yeah.
go. And that's how that part works.
But you'd have to have someone or something to create the organic life. Because my thought is like two giant planets or rocks or whatever without any kind of life on them at all couldn't crash into each other and create organic things. I don't think. I mean, again, I didn't go, like I'm not an astrophysicist or whatever the hell. I wouldn't know that, but I don't think that that's how it works. So,
I agree with you. And what they posit is that it could happen because in a simulated world, you can make anything happen. And what we consider, what you and I consider like
simulated.
organic life, is not organic life. It's just
Mm,
pixels and it's just digits of information. And the way that our brain works is it's all electric, right? So electricity in our brain fires up and fires all these little receptors and that's how it interprets the information. It isn't. It's kind of like our brain is a computer in itself. It's like a visual hands, you know what I mean? Like all of our senses, and then the brain works through everything and then presents
yeah,
what we call consciousness. And they say without consciousness, there is no reality because you can't like observe it. And so if you can't observe reality, it doesn't exist. And so
right.
consciousness, in a sense, is kind of like your like life in the game. It-
I wonder how, I wonder how many times my higher self has been embarrassed.
That's a good.
You know,
That's a good question.
like
Mine on the daily.
the like the shut and shake, like just like he's just up there, like, oh God,
Oh my
like my
god.
higher guy knows your higher guy, and
Yeah,
they look at each other and they're like, what the, oh my God,
dude, like
come on,
laughing, like, oh my god.
like, bro,
Here he
dude,
goes again.
my guy's an idiot. Yeah, constantly.
The poor elephant.